Sorry, I was taking care of Hunt a little bit there. Took me a little bit longer. And I was taking a break, and I always take breaks there too. So, you know, both those things. Okay, I'm not alone. Good. I guess I could use that. I want to build something for Hunt. And we're going to talk about it a little bit before she comes back here. She's going to come up here with an ice cream bar for me in a minute. And while she's doing that, we're going to go get ourselves a little bit of lumber. Because I can do that without causing any suspicion. I would like to go under her place, dig out a large area, and make an easel. So that she can make paintings in the game. Well, paintings, they'll be composed of like concrete or wool, but you know, same difference. But I need wood for a frame. So, first things first. We got chopping to do. What is that? Oh. Bamboo farm. Huh. So that's a chicken farm. Just for eggs. That's for reeds. Oh, stone farm. Huh. Lava farm. Cactus farm. I don't know. Okay. I'm assuming that's just to farm those. Okay. Fishing hut designed by Corrales. With many pets. Alright. Well, we gotta chop down some trees. So, let's get to work here. Alright, just took away one of my steps. I'm thinking with this design, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a frame out of wood with an interior area of 16 by 16. Maybe taller. Those canvases are taller than they are. Yeah, so we'll make it a little bit taller than maybe 16 by 24. How about that? That sounds good. 16 by 24. And in the back of it, I want to have like platforms so you can just go ahead and stand there and do stuff behind it. And then you go in front of it and you can see what you did. That's my plan.
There's a problem wearing your robe.
What? Too long to go upstairs?
Yes.
I have the exact same problem.
It tried to kill me going up the stairs.
I have the exact same problem.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold you up, and it still tried to kill me going down the stairs. I come bearing chocolate coffee. No fuck for you. I forgot how yummy that was.
I forgot these were a thing.
I did too. You know, when I made the margarita thing earlier, I had to open the second box. And in the second box, when the boxes are moving to the second box, I saw that box. And I looked inside it, and there was one left. Hi, guys. We need some thrash metal Seahun's hair to headband, too.
They can't hear you, by the way.
I've been in bed, could you tell? Alright, no more headbanging. That's not. Pleasant sensation. I don't have my glasses on, that's why things are blurry. I'm like, why am I struggling to read? That's why. I'm sorry, guys.
She's had a sore week.
It's been a rough week, and then today's just put me on my ass. I'm so sorry. And it just hurt everywhere. And when I hurt, I don't sound good. And you can tell I don't feel good, and I get quiet. Good burned himself.
He did.
He did. I saw it.
How did he burn himself?
I don't know. First thing this morning at 7 a.m. he was getting his smoker set up. All I know is I saw something pop up on my watch about, Gooch talking about it on screen. He's burned his hand and he may not be able to do cookies tomorrow.
Oops.
I haven't really caught up with the Mindcrack chat. I just saw that on my phone and went, oh damn, poor Gooey, where you will he?
Well, Mindcrack chat seems to be all marathon talk all the time, and it's all. I don't see anything else going on.
Well, that was today.
They're not mentioning it there. They assume, yeah.
No, they mentioned it there.
They
That's
did?
how I saw it. That's how I saw it. But it was while I was in there, so you might have missed it because you were streaming. Hi. Yeah, Michael, right there above Freon.
Oh. For his hand, he's not sure he can make cookies tomorrow.
Right, that's what I said.
Oh. I thought it was in general.
Well, it does have to do with a marathon, so it makes sense to be there. So last night, I don't know what day it was now. Anyway, it's some.
She's hurting right now. Not sickly, or not sleepy.
Sorry.
She's hurting.
Yeah. Every joint in my body is very, very painful right now. It happens. I ache and I hurt all the time, but some days it just knocks me on my butt. So, yes, my glasses off because I had been laying down. I just went down to let Midlet go potty and bring him up a treat. You consider pain to be sickly? Yeah. When you have chronic pain, though, it's hard to think that way. That just is. I get it. I do. So, this is what I call a pain day, even though I always have pain. It's like, okay, it's hit beyond like deal with it. I just need to go back to bed and have hot pads. And no, I definitely don't have a choice in the matter. And this is definitely the worst of the pain days. I've only had a couple and they weren't nearly as bad since I had the steroid treatment, but this week has been much more painful. What? Uh-oh.
That's better.
Do you need what? No, you don't need water.
You need to princess carry your princess to bed and get her comfy pads.
That's what he's been doing, and he's been.
Well, not the carry.
He's been warming up my hot pads, and I've been moving them from knees to elbows to rest. Anyway.
And I put the robe on her, which is when she was gonna go downstairs,
which
so
is
it'll be
good
warm.
because I got this is his robe. Oh yeah, it's green. That's why I'm all blacked out. Which is good because I got a big chill coming out of bed with warm pads right as he slipped it on me. So I hate calling it a night, but I won't be able to have fun when it's like this. I just can't. Do you want me to get you anything else? Are you still hungry?
I'm always hungry. Except for that one period of time.
Okay.
What do they have?
They made a pizza from the freezer. I'm gonna go shut down my computer side, okay? And change my title.
I'm tempted to ask one not freedom pizzas.
Yeah, we can get. That's why I said I know you gotta be hungry. wasn't great. You didn't have breakfast. Dinner was a very fast hour. I don't even remember what all I put in it. I think I made it okay. Not good enough, baby. Not good enough for you.
You've done good.
Pax says I'm too good, and that's why I have to have an Achilles heel, otherwise I would be a superhero, and that's not allowed in our time frame or universe or something. Anyway, I can make you something. I'll go heat up. I'll go heat up a pizza.
Be careful on the stairs then.
Okay.
Be careful. Make sure take down the heat pads, put them in the pocket. Okay. Sorry, one of the pockets has the gloves I run the dog with right now.
I know, I've figured that out.
I accidentally left him in the coat, or left him in the robe instead of the coat.
Okay, let me shut down and then I'll go make some stuff.
They'll stay nice and warm in the pocket, and they'll be able to be used downstairs.
Okay.
You lost something.
Oh.
That's why I don't have it on.
Yeah. All right. Been more than 5 minutes. There goes those saplings. Oops. This is when I do wish I had ender pearls. I don't usually care. But I do wish I had ender pearls for stuff like this. And since they made this a non-spawnable area, I can't just place down these things very easily. Wait, this is... I can do it here, though. Okay, that'll work. And that's why I want to make something for her. She's still here. Okay. Next. Let's put it in between two so it's a little bit easier to just go from one to the other. There we go. Okay, so what are we gonna make the walls out of? I mean, this is gonna be the outside rim. Should the walls just be like a straight white? Or do we do like a colory splashy thing to make it all decorative-y? All colorful decorative-y would be more difficult to do, that's for sure. Thoughts? I know, I'm making you actually talk and type and interact with chat. I'm sorry. I want to make her a studio room. What are we gonna make the studio room? I think we're gonna have it so that it comes straight from her basement steps right down into that, so it's nice and easy to spot. Nope. If I use the 16. Okay, give me that. You're too busy cleaning. No one's gonna help me think about how I can make the thing for Hun, huh? I gotta figure out all by myself. That's fine. That's fine. I'll be the one that cares. My job anyway. You guys don't have to care. It's fine. Dang it. A little higher. It's only a guilt trip if you feel guilty. There we go. There's some. Yeah, man, I need a lot more than that. Let me get this one. We're gonna go until that fills up. Or I replace all of the all of the trees with saplings that I've been working on. I'm a little short at the moment because I let the first one despawn while I was talking to Hun. Yeah, but it did have the desired effect, though, Wolfan. You're talking. That's all I really want. One's up there. Get down from there. Gimme. But then she left. Don't me if you stop talking after she left. We have so much cleaning to do in this house too. Well, not so much the house. I mean, the house too, but I'm not that worried about the house. I consider it to be the kids' house because it's pretty much the kids' mess. I can't do everything, and I'm just not gonna worry about it. But I do know that there's stuff up here that needs to get done. Like we have laundry that's had to been put away for so long that it's time to do laundry again. That ain't right. That's not how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to put it away between sessions, and we kind of just never did. And now it's starting to get back around to the point where it's like, getting low. It's been an adjustment for me, at least, because whenever I used to do laundry, I used to hang everything. And I mean, I hung it downstairs after I did the laundry. And then I would bring the hung laundry up on my, like, just draped over my arm upstairs and put it away in the closet. And I did it that way because, A, it would dry on the hanger just fine, and 2, I didn't have to fold crap. So it's been a bit of an adjustment living with others who do want to do things like fold. I don't want to fold. I want to hang. It is technically more difficult initially, but in the long run, more beneficial. Which is like the definition of how I do things. Industrially lazy. Can I do both at once? Are they gonna reach? No, I can't reach that one. Okay. Well, we have a chair. We don't have a couch for that. We have a chair for that. We did put the chair in the bedroom with the intention of sitting on it. It has not worked out that way. We still have stuff on that chair from the trip to the mansion. I was expecting a bit of a damn on that one. That's not so long. It was last year. But the thing is that it's kind of buried underneath all the laundry. You know, I haven't used a controller since the mansion because I'm pretty sure it's still packed. The frick is Uncle Roger? What's the Uncle Roger show? Is there no tree farm on the server? This is a tree farm! This is literally a tree farm! Automatic. You didn't say that. Oh. Why don't you need an automatic No, we don't need an automatic tree farm. We're fine. Doesn't that, like, require, like, a wither? Or ghast? Blast chamber. That kind of did not answer my question very well. Oh, and Wolfan. I looked up cheese. It cost money. Because it's Nickelodeon. I have not shown her an episode. There's best ofs on YouTube. There is not an episode of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends episodes with cheese. Well, the other thing is that I got to get her to hold still and me not be streaming at the time to show. That's a hard part too. It must be like, if it's on a streaming service, not on one that I mean, I don't know. Which one is Nickelodeon? Is that Peacock? Because we all got Peacock. We missed out on all the great Star Trek things that have been coming out lately. from what I can tell, we haven't missed out on jack squat. I've been watching Red Letter Media's reviews of the stuff that has been coming out, and it has not been received well. And the things that they have been saying, I would agree with if I was watching it. So, yeah, I'm glad we don't have Peacock. Netflix has a selection of Nickelodeon stuff. Netflix. Yeah, that. Invader Zim. That's not what I clicked on. Well, they have Invader Zim, they had Rocco's My Life, Johnny Test, Drama Island, Garfield, Pokemon, The Willoughbys, Magic School Bus, Avatar, Hey Arnold, Captain Underpants, Paradise PD, Kid Comic. You know what they don't have? Fosters. They do not have Fosters. Hulu? What? I have Hulu. Oh! Well, there we go. I do have it. Frick, which season is that? Season 2 or Season 3? Wow, it's not either of those. Season 4? Where are you, cheese? I must show Hun cheese. Season 5? Season 6? Season 1? Crap, I can't find it. Cheese episodes. Tyler Hart, I'm looking up a cheese episode right now. Hold on. Season 2, episode 7. Okay, see, their mistake is that they didn't put cheese in the thumbnail. See, if you're going to do... Well, that's a little bit on the large side. Why is that so big? Don't be so big. You're supposed to be much smaller so that people can see what I'm looking at here. If you're going to show the episodes and you're going to do the one that features one of the more prominent characters in the series, you're supposed to show the character. This is the cheese episode. named Mac Daddy, which makes lots of sense. That's the wrong... That didn't help me. But I found it. It's there. It is there. I could show it. I'm happy. Oh, hi. It's dark now. They make that joke. And his main imaginary friend is named Blue. Do you see where that's going to? Yeah. Blue cheese. What I love is that they did not design that character in the beginning with the idea of later on. I mean, they didn't design the initial characters Mac and Blue with the idea that there's gonna be a character later named Cheese that has a perfect synergy with that name. And yet, and they hate it. I love that they hate it. Mainly because cheese is really, really, really annoying. But it's that type of annoying where, you know how when you do something annoying, it annoys you less because you're doing it, but it makes everyone else suffer. It's kind of like that when you're watching the episode. Like, when you're watching the episode, you understand what's annoying about it, but the characters are suffering so much more, and it's entertaining because of it. And I'm usually that type of person that can't stand watching an episode of anything where the people are doing something embarrassing, because if it's cringy, I can't stand watching cringe. I hate watching cringe. It bugs me. Because I feel their pain. But no, not with cheese. No. I like watching people suffer with cheese. You didn't capitalize cheese. If you're going to quote me, then you need to quote me. That's in caps. Because it's a name. I know it doesn't fit the joke, but that's the quote. So nice try. Not quite enough yet. It is better out of context, but you still need to capitalize the C. Because that makes even less sense if it's out of context. Don't tell me nope. Of course, yes, it does make less sense. Nope. I am the expert of confusion. What I hath wrought, I hath wrought. You're proud of yourself for that one, aren't you? I'm waiting for it to despawn. When you take a series and put it up on YouTube with the sole purpose of it making absolutely zero sense to the watcher, you can say you're the expert of confusion. To this day, I still show people Pondery, and they still ask me, and they still don't get it. And I love every second of it. Don't tell me you're the expert. It's been my job for a lot longer than it's been yours. Oh, hold on, I want to go. Now let me chop this one down. I want to go back to the back. To the back and get the stuff that dropped over there. First time I watched one of those, it took 3 of them to figure that out. I mean, there actually is, like, a plot and synopsis, like, a reason behind the way that he is. But it is not apparent when you're trying to watch the actual show. A good, like, if you ever watch a really good series, a really good show, a really good movie, or a really good anything, one of the best things you can do is to develop information about the story, like backgrounds for the characters, backgrounds for this, backgrounds for that, and just, like, know everything ahead of time, and then write a story for it. Without ever mentioning half the stuff that's in their actual background, because it doesn't actually matter. It's just that it still affects the character as if it actually happened. Like, you may never know what happened with their mom, but what happened with their mom may affect how they react to something. That type of thing. And that's really good. I mean, the good examples of that, when that really, really works well, is when a lot of that stuff comes to light later on. That's one of the things that makes Attack on Titan so good. It's like they planned everything out way, way, way in advance, because they did. And it becomes evident really easily when you start to go back and watch the episodes, and you're like, wait, that's back there? They did what? But that was like 3 years beforehand. They knew what was going to happen 3 years beforehand? And that's what makes it good, because they knew what was going to happen 3 frickin' years beforehand. That's awesome. It's because they plotted everything. They said they made sure they knew exactly what was going to happen, and then they followed through on it, and that was it. That's one of the things that makes it so frickin' good, because everything is planned from the beginning. And with Pondry has a theme, has a plan. There is actual themes behind what he does. But you don't know if you don't know what it is, it doesn't really matter to the actual thing that he says. You don't need to know that he's a rich lunatic that just has way too much money to spend, and that he uses that money to give out advice that makes absolutely no sense to anybody. You don't need to know that to get his views on 3 Blind Mice. I think I did 3 Blind Mice. Should do 3 Blind Mice. Oh, you want to go with not planning big stuff? No, that's the last 3 Star Wars series. That stuff was just stupid. Don't get me started. I want to talk about not planning. Oh, my headphones are dying. Oh, you made 2 of them. One for you. You gonna sit with me?
Off the top, it's all gooey.
Yeah.
I just want the bottom that was all gooey.
That's the one that I just put there. Yeah.
I thought the top one would be gooey. So this is your gooey fault.
This is the oil from the
From lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch.
Mm-hmm.
We can swap. Got some pesto too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pesto. Pesto.
Welcome to news. You've got. That's a stem.
That is a stem. You don't want stem in your pesto?
Pesto. No.
It's on Hulu.
It is.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends with Cheese.
Oh. There's a whole show?
The whole show is on there.
I thought it was like a one-off weird video.
Could you grab the tablet and sit next to the movie working on it? You can watch it while you're watching it.
So I'm going to go back to bed as soon as we're done. And I am not going to watch it. I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
I will watch it with you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Is Midlet asleep?
No.
Okay.
My phone is here. Turn it off to put it in my pocket. Ew. I think I'm overheating in this thing.
Hmm?
I think I'm overheating in this thing.
It's a good thing. It's called being warm. Mm-hmm. Tree farm. I needed to get some wood to do a project that I thought of. Oh, for the building competition? No, we need help with that though. If anyone else is helping with the building competition, make sure you let us know. Us being Fire Red Lily, because she's going to be able to help with that more than anything.
Lid's over there.
Mm-hmm. I can't reach there.
I know. I'll get it.
Yeah, I can get it, but you'll have to wait until after you get up.
Oh my gosh.
Originally, the title for episode 6, or which was the actual third movie, it had to be really confusing, was Revenge of the Jedi. But they don't think the Jedi take revenge, so they change it to Return of the Jedi. Well, yeah, they make change. Honestly, they change movie titles all the time. That one doesn't surprise me that much. But when between episode 8 and 9, they change directors, and the entire story changes in order to contradict the previous one because other people didn't like the previous one. They throw the Emperor in, who's been dead for decades, and change the main character's background because it was not satisfying to enough. I mean, come on. I refuse to watch it. I know lots about it, and that's why I refuse to watch it. It's just so dumb. Is that Jingle Bells?
Yep.
Midlet. There were no sequel movies. I mean, honestly, here's the thing about I love what they're doing with stuff like The Mandalorian, and I love what they're doing with the idea behind stuff like Boba Fett and things like this that are away from what would be considered the main canon. I like that they have made a beautiful world with lots of background, lots of lore, lots of content, lots of things, and they do something else with it. You know, I wish they did that with a lot of series, like Firefly. Dude, they need to go back to Firefly and show something that's not on that ship because that world is awesome. They're never going to do that. But they really should. That being said, the Boba Fett series was not great. Take the most famous bounty hunter in the Star Wars lore and then give him like a no-kill clause for no particular reason. Other than the fact that it's now owned by Disney. I didn't hate that series. I just didn't think it was that good. I think they could have done a lot better with it. What I don't like in that and The Mandalorian is that they're really digging in on, wow, look how cute this little baby is. Even after I had a little bit of Jedi training, you could see little guy jumping around and crap like that. How did it walk up to that giant thing at the end of the end of the series? It's a teeny little penguin walk. Really? Really? But it's cute, and it's a puppet. Mm-hmm. Sorry, chomping. Yeah, Vader had to tell him to not to kill. When you have Vader telling you, all right, hold back a little bit. That you would think. You have not so much as seen a second of The Mandalorian? Season 1 of The Mandalorian is a must-watch. It is an extremely good series. Season 2 of The Mandalorian has issues. And without doing too much of a spoiler, because it's more of the way that they wrote it than it is really spoiler. And it's something that you see, and I don't know what... You know... One of these days, I'm going to make a rant channel. I'm serious. One of these days, I'm going to make a channel just for doing rants. And I want to do a rant specifically on why the absolute flippin' frick. I edited that one. Does every single superhero... yeah, I said frick instead of... superhero thing, knight, whatever, if you're wearing a mask in the original story, the moment that a studio head gets wind of that, it's like, no, you gotta take that off. Even if it's part of his religion to keep his helmet on, they're going to make it a theme of the show that you need to take it off and point it out all the time. And I don't know what, I mean, every single superhero who has ever been a superhero that didn't have to, that they would, their theme is to not take it off, has had to take it off because of corporate interference. And I don't understand why that is. Okay, I understand from a studio head, from a studio lead, what they are thinking. We just hired this expensive actor. We're showing who it is. Okay, but the actor is acting like someone else. Good example, Judge Dredd. Another one, Spider-Man. A lot of Batman has been done a little bit better, but they still do it. And when they did the X-Men, like Wolverine doesn't have a mask because they hired Hugh Jackman. None of them wear a mask. You notice that? It's like they really want to show who they hired for all these characters. Even though in the comics, in the original series, all of them are wearing masks to hide their identities. No masks. No masks. And is with a Judge Dredd, when they didn't hire a big actor, much better Judge Dredd. There is an R version of Judge Dredd out there. Not the one that they did with Stallone. There is a second one that they made years later, and it's actually really good. And he never took off his helmet. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the character. The character does not take off his helmet. It's like a theme. X-Men don't really hide their identities. Well, they didn't make a big deal out of it in the comics, but they could actually, like, go to the mall and not get swarmed because people didn't know who they were. Otherwise, why the frick are they wearing masks? It's not face armor. It's a mask. If it was face armor and they're not wearing it, then that's even dumber. But it's a mask. But yeah, that to bring it back around to what we were talking about. Season 1 Mandalorian, excellent. They go a little bit heavy on the adorable kid, but that's okay. It's kind of the theme of the show. They went way too heavy on it in season 2, and they had the whole we need to show his face thing. And I absolutely hated that. Some X-Men who never wore masks: Storm, Jubilee, Jean Grey, and Gambit. Gambit wore a mask. Not much of one, but he did have a head covering. I just don't know if he ever took it off. Ha. And I'm not sure if Jubilee never did. I know because Jubilee's actually been around a long time. In the show, in the cartoon, she never wore a mask. But that's where most people know her from. Did you know that Jubilee became a vampire in the comics? Like, seriously. It was a whole plot thread. And I don't know if it ever was resolved that she's not anymore. It's like part of her superpowers now. Yeah, see, you didn't know that, but that's up because no one followed there's a lot of people who just stopped following Jubilee after that show. There's a lot more to it than the show. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if one of her many costume changes, because that's what they do in comics, had a mask. Oh, I just saw a really good comic book C character thing today on what's his name? It's like Speedbolt or something. Crap. Hold on. Let me look at the name of that. It's in my history. It's like this is the last thing that I watched. Speedball. If you want to see a really, really good, like, C character arc, I mean, kind of like Jubilee, look up Speedballs. Speedball's freaking nuts. It's so depressing. It's so... Speedball's... Wow. Essentially, he's just like angsty, but for really, 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 really good reason. I remember in the comics there was an X-Man named Maggot. Oh yeah. Well, for a long time, and they kind of still do, the idea of comics is to just throw crap at the wall and see what sticks. And they did that a lot with the X-Men, because when your entire theme is mutant, and pretty much anything can be a mutant, then they pretty much do everything. Jubilee was apparently cured of vampirism. Okay. But she became like a much, much, much more powerful character in the comics. She didn't just throw little light balls. She became actually strong. Alright, well, I might as well just keep going with the Speedball thing. So, Speedball is a, like, 80s character, right? His superpower is kinetic absorption and then repulsion. So, like, he absorbs kinetic energy and then he can send it back out again. Which is, by the way, something that they've tampered with a lot in comics. I don't think his was a mutant ability. Maybe it was. I'm not entirely sure, but I know that's basically the theme. So Speedball was like a nobody for a long time. He became like he was a C-list that became a B-list that became like part of a B-list team. People liked him. He was on this team that had comics coming out for like 20 years. People enjoyed him, and then he became a nobody again. And they couldn't figure out what to do with him. So in like 2006, right before the Civil War theme, and this is basically what kicked off the Civil War theme, they had Speedball on the same superhero team that he was on for like 20 years, okay? And as part of it, they just that superhero team, in order to gain popularity, has their own TV show, like Cops, except with superheroes. And when I say cops, like cops with a Jersey Shore vibe, like they're trying to get attention. They're trying to, they're acting it up for the crowd. And up until that point of where this started, basically the most they've done is gotten some homeless people put away. Nothing really big. Then they stumble upon a hideout for a bunch of like B-list or stronger supervillains, ones that are actually a threat, not like Stiltman, but ones that can like do crap. Okay, and they decide that instead of going and getting help, that for their ratings, they're going to go in and try to defeat them. Well, and I'm not going to go. I mean, it's spoil. Everything I'm saying is basically spoiler, but it's old. It's 2006. If you don't know about it, you don't know about it. The inciting incident is that at some point, while they're doing their TV show and trying to look good, one of the team members, not him, knocks a supervillain named Nitro into a school bus in front of a school, and does like their whole threatening thing, like. It's over for you, supervillain. I mean, they actually said something more along the lines, don't try this blowing up thing because it'll just make me punch you harder. I think that's basically what was said. And Nitro's like, all right, I've had enough of this. You guys want to fight? We'll really fight. And he explodes the neighborhood, killing hundreds of people, including the entire team. Not Nitro, but the entire team and 60 kids. Like, it's a big boom. And for comics, it's like really, I mean, this is like serious crap. The only person who survives is Speedball and Nitro. That's it. Everyone else is dead. And it sets off this like series of horrible events that happened to Speedball. Like everybody blames him, which is stupid on one hand, not stupid on the other, but they have footage of him for the TV show saying, we're going to go in and do this for ratings, and then doing like catchphrases and doing the catchphrases like multiple times so that the camera heard it better and crap like that. And then crap hits the fan and reality hits. Lily poked me saying Hun never went live. Is everything okay there? Did you tweet, Hun? Okay. Can you tweet from your phone? Okay, tweet from your phone too. Kenka was just wondering about you. It's okay. Yeah, she's having a pain day, so yeah. So yeah, basically everybody in the world kind of blamed him for that. Now, meanwhile, the whole Civil War thing is going on. He's just like a side character that's just going through hell in the background because, dude, he was the only survivor in this major incident, and the entire world blames him for the incident. Of course, he's going through heck with that. And he lost his superpowers. And he got arrested for the whole thing. So they toss him in jail, and he has no powers. at the moment. Of course, it's comics. You know, they're going to get something back. So, it comes down to the point where eventually, not only does he get his powers back, he gets different powers because his old powers were not edgy enough. And he, instead of being Speedball, he changes his name to Penance. And I don't remember the actual number. Well, let's say it's 242, okay? I don't remember I think it's 261 or something like that. He has a suit made with 261 nails poking into him. 60 of those nails being extra long and painful. Because his superpower is he gets like energy stuffs from not trauma, but from extreme situations, things that cause both. It could be trauma, it could be pain, it could be pleasure, it could be anything. But extremes cause him to have like a reactory effect. I don't even remember what his actual power is. It's like, it doesn't matter. It could be like an energy beam. It doesn't matter. But the idea is so he decides to use pain and his tribulation and all that crap to turn into a suit of literal agony to make it so that he can use his superpowers. And it's just so he's a C-list character, but you start like looking this dude up, and the initial Speedball is all like happy-go-lucky and and yeah, and it's like your general 80s normal character, and then you look up the actual Speedball, what he's actually gone through, and that junk is messed up. Survivor's Guild cranked to 11. Yeah, especially when his mom visited him in prison and said, "I don't want to see you anymore," and then left. Dude's been through crap. That's just mean. We're such nerds, it's so cool. It doesn't even matter if it's comics or if it's a soap opera. It doesn't matter. A good story is a good frickin' story, you know? And that's a good frickin' story. It has interesting stuff going on. It's good. I've had that argument a lot with like my mom, Mama Rat. I for the longest time could not convince her to watch a movie if it's based on a comic book, because once she found out it's based on a comic book, it's like, oh, never mind then. It doesn't matter if it's actually good. It's based on a comic book, and thus it isn't. And there's a lot of people who are like that, but you know, it's not true. There's some good stuff. It's the whole it's a cartoon fallacy. And a lot of people still have the whole it's a cartoon fallacy in their heads, and they shouldn't. There's like... Why aren't those planted? Whatever. I mean, it's no big deal. Alright, I think we got enough. Let's go back. $95 Shade, thank you for the 13 bits. Much appreciated, man. You got the first big tip of the month. Thank you. Have her watch Unbreakable and then Glass if she hasn't seen either. We have watched that. It's Unbreakable. It's a 3-part series, not just Unbreakable and Glass. There's another one in the middle of that. The one with the beast. I can't remember what it's called right now, though. But that series is good, yeah. I've had her watch that. But that's not based on a comic book. It's just a comic book-like. You just found out the middle is split. There you go. I know that was not meant to be a pun. But... Split's considered probably the best of the 3, honestly. I mean, Unbreakable is really, really good. I enjoy Unbreakable. Bruce Willis kind of phones in a little bit of it, but he's Bruce Willis. That's basically how he acts. But yeah, that's a really good movie. Split is a better movie, in most people's opinion. And Glass, a lot of people didn't like. I liked Glass, except for the ending was stupid. I liked everything about Glass, but the end. The ending. Man, that ending. What a shame. Alright, let me get... Actually... We're going back. Frick. It's gonna look better for the frame. And you very well should, Kinka. That is an incredibly good movie. Go ahead. You haven't seen Split or Glass. Well, you need to see Split before Glass anyway, so that's fine. I was worried for a minute there. Lucky Number 11 was good. Yeah, see, Bruce Willis can do well if he is trying. Or I should say, not if he's trying, if he's directed well. If Bruce Willis is directed well, he could do well. Not really anymore, but that's partially, that's because, I mean, the man is human. He's aged. You know, that's kind of what happens. And his humanity has caught up with him, unfortunately. But back in the day, he could act. And there's a reason that he was like one of the big action stars, because he was good. You wish Bruce Willis the best in his retirement. Did you hear that the Razzies actually removed his awards after that information became public? It's been suspected for a long time that he has had mental issues, but when they finally revealed it, they made a category for Bruce Willis in 2021, like the worst Bruce Willis film made in 2021. It was an actual category in the Razzies. He had his own category. But basically, he was just trying to make as much money as he could before he admitted, yeah, he's got a problem. And he did. And now his kid's probably got a good bit of money from him after his retirement. Sir Ian McKellen was old and could still beat up orcs. Well, not everybody gets old and has a mental issue. A lot of people get old and have physical issues before the mental issues. Everyone will have them all eventually. It's just which one goes first, you know? I mean, without getting, like, too deep into the whole, like, we get older and stuff happens thing. The worst that I've ever had that is, the group Blind Melon depresses me every single time that I hear that song. It's an actual, like, really happy-go-lucky song with a really, really cute B-girl. The B-girl is, like, that's where the B-girl comes from, is from that song. Everyone loves that song. Everyone loves everything about that. The lead singer died like a year after that song came out, and that song depresses the hell out of me because of that. Man, people just get old. And things happen. It sucks. Welcome into reality sometimes, you know? But I don't want to get deep into that because that's reality. Reality kind of bites. That's not why we're here. Bruce Willis is getting older. And had a category in the Razzies, and they removed it because they felt bad for him. And that was the right move for them. Sir Ian was friends with Sir Patrick. Yep. Very good friends. Have been for a long time. It's the Razzies, not the Mockies. Well... Well... See, the thing is that a lot of comedy comes at someone's expense, and a lot of people don't like to admit that. A really famous example of that is Bill Cosby, who used to always get mad about oh, what's that? Who's the famous comedian? The one who set himself on fire. Rick something. I can't remember his name. Or is it Rich? Rich or Rick? Anyways, one of the most famous comedians, and he has some incredibly good routines that are filled with swear words and filled with reality and filled with this and filled with that. And Cosby used to always get mad at that type of comedy. Like, that's not real comedy. You don't need to, no one needs to get insulted in comedy. It's like no, that's kind of how, sometimes that's how comedy works. There needs to be somebody suffering for it to be funny. It's just how we're wired. You know? That's comedy. Now, a lot of comedians, the person suffering is them. There's also sometimes where the comedy comes from surprise. There's really good comedians who do one-liners, and the one-liners are just all, like, just slight twists on reality and stuff like that. That can be funny for a while, but most comedy, yeah. As we recently mentioned, the Vulture interviewed during circumstances also applied to Shelley Duvall in The Shining. We have since discovered that Duvall's performance was impacted by Stanley Kubrick's treatment of her throughout the production. Yep. I mean, there's suffering in the... But that said, even though in comedy somebody usually needs to suffer, there's suffering and there's suffering. Like, there's being picked on, and then there's, well, suffering. Richard Pryor. That was the comedian that Bill Cosby used to pick on. And we now see which one is remembered more fondly in history. Without going too deep into that. It's not the one who talked about chocolate cake. Though that is a very funny routine. Apparently not enough time has passed for Jada's hair, but the slap heard around the world plenty of times passed for it to be hilarious. You know, that one was... Everyone's got their opinions on that, obviously, because that's how people are. Dude, I think he deserved it. That was not an actor. That was not somebody part of the academy that was being picked on. That's not somebody who is supposed to be in the line. It's the equivalent of picking on a famous person's kids before they're old enough to defend themselves type of deal. And if anybody just saw the slap and didn't see the context, the context really paints a different light. Why is that one not growing? Weird. Basically, he picked on his wife for the bald hair, but the bald hair is a result of disease. She's bald because she's sick. It's not cancer, but it's like picking on someone for having cancer. They can't control the cancer. And that, as far, there is off time. I mean, if it's your own routine and you are at a comedy club and people at the comedy club know you and they have come to your comedy club, obviously whatever you're going to do, you're going to do. But if you are a host at another show and you are making off-color jokes and not to the people that are in the limelight that are used to it, but the people related to them, that's far. And I think he took it far. No, you thought it was G.I. Jane because G.I. Jane is a strong character. That's No, it was G.I. Jane because G.I. Jane was bald. Yeah, context really makes a difference, doesn't it? Now, the only thing that I have to say about that beyond that, as far as where he took it too far, is when he started swearing and yelling at him off stage. That was probably when he went a bit too far. But as far as going up and punching some sense into him, I don't have a problem with that. I think he asked for it. Dude took a risk on his comedy, and he did not do well. Gotta go? Alright, have a good night, Kinga. But all that they'll see in Hollywood, anything that anyone will talk about from this point forward will not be the context, it will be the subject. Will Smith, popular actor, well-known, does all this stuff, went up for an award later on that night, punched Chris Rock on stage. That is all people will say. That's all that will be publicized. There will be no context that people will read into, and that's the yeah, it's one of the biggest problems that we have in this world, really, is that people don't read the context. They don't want to know they want to know the juice. They want to know the juicy bits. They want to know about the slap. They want to know about the punch. They don't want to know why. Slapped, excuse me. My brain was going punched, and I was wrong. It is slapped. You're right. And Will Smith isn't exactly known for outbursts of anger. There's also a lot of history between him and his wife, evidently, that I did not get deep into. Obviously, he loves the girl because he's still with her, and that should be an influence in your decision to make that joke. TLDR, yeah. See, I don't mind. I don't mind the idea of TLDR. The problem is that when people just do headlines, but the headlines don't. How do I put this? You don't need to have an article to say the basic synopsis and have the basic synopsis include some background and include the whys and include like more than just Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. There you could fit more in there than that. Yeah. That should not even be related to what's going on right now. I mean, honestly, that's probably not good what she did. I don't know enough about it. I just haven't researched that part because, honestly, that's not part of the discussion. And it shouldn't be. But now that the subject has come up, then everything's going to get drugged through the mud because that's what people like to see. These already grew again. I was coming back here to get the leaves that despawn and get the junk from them, but you grew again. Whatever. Damn it. I mean, we got enough to replenish. Everything's planted. Fewer and fewer people care about the Academy Awards, and this sort of drama may have been premeditated in some form to re-inject it. No, there's nothing premeditated about. There's nothing premeditated about anything that's happening. I can guarantee you that. But now that it's happened, I would not put it past the Academy or the whomever to use it to self-promote. Even through what it could be, even through a negative light. I'm assuming apples are over here. Sticks, bones, axes, hoes, mycelium. No apples? Huh. Alright, I'll take the apples home. What's that? That's a crazy looking tower. I like it. I kind of want to go visit that real quick and just see how that's coming along, because I want to see if there's anything under it yet. Alright, just for a minute. Wait, is this Steve? Is this all Steve? Well, damn, Steve, this looks really good. Hey, Sakana. So I have bad news, by the way. So I want to get back to doing ponderies. I've been saying that for a while now, and I was looking into it. Don't have the file, so I'm probably gonna have to go to Michael and get the old version of the mansion. Which means any work that we did after season, whatever, what was it? I don't even know what season number that is. Well, whatever season number it is, whatever work we did after the season number, it's gone. And that sucks. That too, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column E, and didn't save it. From my understanding. Yeah, it was also probably on that hard drive that I could put as well. A little bit, like I said, a little bit of column A, a little bit of that. Is there a portal here somewhere? Oh, hold on. I forgot. Please open the door on your way out. Gotta remember. There we go. Oh. I fell. Where? That is correct, Ash. He is, in fact, doing that. He wants it to be an area for people to play, like a paintball type of thing, I think. As I recall, wasn't the portal over here? Wasn't this the portal? No. Well, okay. That ain't it. I get the feeling I'm being led right now. Yeah, that's where Goodland was. I kind of half remember that it was over here. Thank you, Fourth Ball. Okay. Are you talking about IRL or not IRL? Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard he was doing that to try and keep mobs away from it or something like that. It was really weird. I'll just use this for now. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dang it. Let's go down to about where... Okay, another 10 blocks would be fine. Could actually use coal for this. That works. Six. 75, that's what I wanted. Might as well. It's here. Let me get some of this going, though. So when I dig it out, I can dig stuff, put stuff back in again. We need to put in steps. I brought these. Didn't bring enough of them, though. good enough. Now, let's see. Where are we on the surface? Okay, so we want to go back that way. I'll go like that. Okay, entrance right here. Give us some light. Close this off. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, that's fine. Then we're going to go back this way. So I plan on replacing the wall somehow. I don't know with what yet. Okay. Let's see. So, and the frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hello. Hello. I guess I should put my headphones back on, huh? Will you hit him? Ow. Just get a little light down here. There. That should help. Now that full already? Yeah. Where'd I fall in at? Aha! Oh, I'm... Dang it. No bamboo. Okay. I was going to take this string and turn it into a little bit more scaffolding. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, frame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Frame, 1, 2. Right there. That's the size of the room that I want to make. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think that's pretty close. This one TNT would be really helpful. This may be a project that we do not finish today. And it needs to be like 30 tall. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be real big. Okay, so the actual end of the wall here so 1073. Okay. This is how high I want it. Ooh, that's gonna be... I think we're gonna be fine. Okay. So then the wall goes here. Alright, the actual other wall, so 1073. Art studio for Hun. There's going to be a giant wooden canvas. 16 by 24. That's my plan. If anyone out there is bored, I wouldn't mind some help digging. This is gonna be a big dig project. I just want to I want to make Hun feel a little bit better because Hun's not feeling very good right now. She is hurting, literally hurting, and I wouldn't mind having a little bit of extra thing done for her right now, so that when she eventually makes it back to the server, I think she would like this. I think that's right. I never even consider a beacon. It's just so foreign to my way of doing things. Would it help? Frick yeah. I would never make one myself. Okay, yeah, I would, but I didn't. Now, hold on a second. I go down here. $10.73. $10.73. It's not far enough back that way. Further. 675, 74, 73. So right here. And that's solid wall. Then here. Be like just hugging the edge of the mountain too. I'm hoping this fits. Alright, we're looking for this direction. We're looking for 472. Right here. Beautiful. And this direction is 1094. Okay. Come back this way. $486. Dig here. We got an hour before I gotta wrap this up. Although I'm going to be putting Hun to bed here in a minute, I'm going to go ahead and do my routine to get ready for bed too at the same time. Then I'll have a little more time to screw around on here. There's going to be blocks up here. There's going to be a lot of them. Really? Oh, Sakan, I need you here now. Yeah, take your time. I'm just saying what I'm doing, and if anyone wants to help, I like doing projects with other people. So, more the merrier on something this big. This is pretty big. I really should, you know, I should consider getting a beacon for this type of thing. If anything, it does allow for a job of, don't put it up where she could see it. I should probably mention that. Unless we're going to finish digging it right now. If we're going to finish digging it right now, then sure. If we're not, we don't want her to know what we're doing. I just realized that I just said that too loud. I said where she can see it too loud. door. Move before we leave today. Okay. Just go into the rafters of her house. That should be fine, right? Oh, but you don't have perms, do you? You probably got to go on the fringe. I forgot about that. You can ignore it. Okay. Wait, can everybody ignore? Hey, he said it. This is like the most solid area on the server right now, I swear. Everything else in 1.18 has like 15 caves running through it. And of course this area just has a tiny cave at the bottom. Of course it does. Because I wanted to empty it. This is efficiency 5, right? Yeah. So it will insta-mine when he's done. You know what I should have done? I should have brought bone meal. And done the whole digging using a hoe thing. Yeah, that's a tad faster. Thank you, Sakana. Okay, let me go drop off. Well, let me get this first, because we're dropping off, so I might as well get this first. Okay. So I think the back wall has to be white concrete. That way you can look at the canvas and it looks kind of white. Now decide what we're going to do for the frame itself. Like if we just do wood, or if we do wood and then panel it using the trapdoors. We got the dark oak for the actual frame, but I'm still thinking that we might want to do oak trapdoors over that, so we like have a texture to, or like you see the dark oak behind the oak wood trapdoors. That might be a thing. What happened? What? Why isn't... Why is it not only haste? What happened? Sakana? Well, it's got regeneration and haste on it now. There it is. Thank you. It's amazing how much you have to go through to get that effect to happen, isn't it? Wait, didn't you already say you had to Gullah Heart? Or was that someone else earlier? I don't know. Now I'm confused. No more than normal, but a little bit. That was Wolf? Okay. Am I full again? Yeah, I'm full again. This is going to be a lot of digging. I want to take this down to 60. I'm at 84. Started at 90. Okay, let's keep going with this pick for the moment. That's just 30 layers of a whole chunk, that's all. Found the cave. You found the bug. Time is at 10:20. You know what? I'm going to go take a moment to go check up on Hun. Give me a minute here, guys. I'm going to check up on Hun, probably get ready for bed myself, and then we will get back to the digging up her studio. So be back in like 10:15. So, yeah. You know, if I want to take 5 or 10 minutes, then I need to say that I'll be right back. If I want to take 10 or 15, I need to say I'm going to take 5 or 10. And if I say I'm going to take 15 or 20, I'll see you tomorrow. Because I swear, I can't. Because I did, and I was trying, and here I am later, and later, and later, and later. Oh, there's a zombie. I knew this place would be big enough by now. Oh, hey, Sakana. Assuming you're still listening. Congratulations on your 7-month pack anniversary, by the way. I just saw that. Sakana, you still listening? Oop. You're here. You can help dig out there. Well, you can do that, too. What I was actually about to ask... Anyways, are you going to help with the LU thing? Now, I gotta tell you, not just you, but I gotta tell you as in, like, the general audience. I am not going into this looking to win jack all. I've said that before. I need to reinstate it again because it's something that needs to be reinforced. Neither have I. I've never been on a Lytra course. But I bet you can help with, the places where, the career day spots. Because I don't freaking know. And 2, what we're going to do is we're going to have to, like, generate an Elytra course by way of flying through it and having the stuff just removed around us. And then turn it back into a cave again. Where the frick are you guys coming from? It's light in there. Frick. So we're going to make a tunnel, and then we got to turn it back into a cave. That you fly through. There's a very real possibility I'll have Arcus along to help us out too. I would be happy with any help that we can get because I just don't know what we're doing. All I want to do is I want to make this a fun time and showcase the ELU stuff. Showcasing the ELU and have fun. I don't want to win. I just want to use Minecraft to showcase ELU. That's the important part. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be pretty enough for one fly-through. If it's pretty enough for one fly-through, our job is done. Thought I had some coal on me. I do have coal on me. Gotta have some kind of a plan. I don't know what I'm doing. And I hate leading. I'm also going to make sure that I say that. I am not going to complain about the ELU stuff anymore because I've already did that in the stream. And made it abundantly clear that I am not happy with a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to complain about that stuff anymore. I'm going to complain about the fact that I hate leading. I really do. But someone's got to lead. Yeah, they were asking all of the old captains, does anybody want to take on this job of doing the X, Y, and Z? And I don't want to see it not happen. I don't want, because I didn't want to lead, be the reason that we didn't do anything for ELU. That would be really crappy. You know, I should be doing this in cobble. Because this is going to be the part of the wall no one sees. I don't have any cobble on me, so I guess not. I should do it in dirt, actually. That makes more sense. There we go. Nice. There we go. Okay, what level am I at? 78, so I'm almost halfway there. $75 would be halfway. Is there anyone else still here? I promise, if you speak up, I am not going to try and recruit everybody who says something. You do not have to be just hiding in the woodworks, because if you say something, I'm going to recruit you for extra life. Hi, Red Order. Wasn't it Fel Umbra who did the, all the redstoning crazy crap last year? For my build? Because we definitely gotta get that going again. I don't need, like, the craziest of stuff this year, but we definitely need to do some stuff with redstone goodnesses. Dang it. Again. Okay. Frankly, I don't even know what I'm going to be doing with all the red. I think we have a plan. At least I've come up with a plan. We're going to do the fly-through thing. I want, like, have 10 different career path thingies that we fly over. With the redstone of saying, person in area, flash this title across their stream. Or their screen. That's important. And I want to make it so that then after we land, we like land in a centralized zone place, like where we could teleport to all the areas and actually what I'm trying to decide though, do we do a tour of the individual places before or after the fly-through? Like, do we do a fly-through and then be like, okay, now let's show you what you just saw? Or do we go through and be like, okay, this is this career, this is this career, this is this, this is this, this is this. This is what this person did, this is what this person did. Okay, now let's fly. I don't know. Do we want to start with the judges seeing something cool and then explain it? Or do we want to leave them seeing something cool? You see my conundrum? That's a legit question, isn't it? Not legit enough for an answer, I guess. You keep changing your mind which one you prefer. It's a tough one, isn't it? I mean, the obvious answer is to just go fly through and then show the stuff. But when you think about it... End on cool makes a better impression. Yeah, see? So tour all the stuff. Teleport to all the places. Then after we teleport to all the places, go to like this and have the place where we do all the teleports from be at the start. And then you go to like the center of the floor, pull a lever, and the floor underneath you disappears. And then you're flying. Like you have a redstone-y thing where once the lever is pulled, the correct lever, it sends you down the hole, and equips you with an elytra, and gives you a whole lot of rockets. Infinite rockets. Why do I hear so many freaking spiders right now? It's a conundrum. And I'm switching back and forth on it too, which is why I'm asking for opinions. Start strong or end strong? I have a feeling we're directly... The fact that I'm looking at the map, and there's like a straight line right here, a whole bunch of yellow stuff underneath us. And a whole bunch of spider sounds. I wonder what could possibly be there. Damn it. It's not even the fact that it exists, because I think I can survive a few poisonous spiders. It's more... Man, it's going to take forever for us to get down that far. Because we could just barely hear them. Which means it's probably about 15 blocks down. Which means it's also basically the floor of where we're going. digging a very big hole to make an art studio for my wife. Hi, Morgan. And she has no idea that we are doing this. I was really hoping to just kind of dig a quick room and be done with it today, but this is looking to be a much larger project than I thought it would be. I wonder if they're tracking me. Spiders have a habit of doing that. What am I gonna do for lighting? Maybe we should flood this. Now, bear with me. I know flooding stuff is kind of my answer for everything. But hear me out. If we flood it, then we can have it lit by a Heart of the Sea. It would also be a lot easier to get to the top of the canvas. Like you could, without ladders. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I kind of like the idea. Try to prevent a few spawns over here. This room's kind of big. You know what else we gotta figure out? How to put the credits in this time. Last time we did the credits for the build by getting flushed down the toilet, and then we had everyone's heads up. We gotta figure out how we're gonna do that this time. Like, is the final tunnel going upwards just gonna have everyone's heads along it, or? And I'm already getting ELU on the brain. I guess that's a good thing. I'm gonna have to go get my picks repaired here pretty soon. Oh, so kind of, I did, when you asked if you, when you said you could come and help dig, you can if you want. I did not say no. Feel free. Yeah, I could show you. Oh, hi! Wait. But there's no spawner? That was without a spawner? Huh. Okay. Okay, I'll be right there. Where's there? Where to... Where did I come down from? No. Think it's over here. No. Does it go down here and back up again? Oh no, it's right here. Okay. Found it. Where's the beacon? Oh, hi, beacon. Hi, Takana. It's over this way. There it is. We are looking for Y60. Okay, let me drop this one off. New chest required. Oh, sorry. I thought I'd get through you. My bad. Y equals 60. Yes, why not? Is this the cleanup phase, or are we still making a studio? Still making a studio for fun. I want to get her to have a 16 by 24 canvas and enough area around it to both look at the front of it and maneuver around it. So the internal room is like 18 by 30 by 16 or something like that. Sakana, do you not have an efficiency 5 mending so-and-so pick? If you don't want to use the pick, I mean, it's your prerogative. I was just kind of curious. Yeah, Hun's having a pain day. She's hurting. Think so. She said her account is fully migrated. I don't know if she actually like logged on to anything. Let's do another 2 layers. That way I can replace the floor. But if we're gonna do 2 more layers, let's do it like this. So leave a lip on the outside because this is going to be the floor and that's going to be the wall. That just didn't. Well, actually, on this side. Yeah. Okay. I do the border and you're almost done with the interior. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Sakana. That made my life much easier. There. Now I just have to build the thing. Next time. We got time. Floor is lit up. We're good to go. Now, let's see. Let me get a little bit of dirt here. And let's close this off. There you go. None the wiser. Except now I have a lot of extra cobble. Oh, I figured you would. It's your beacon. So I thought you might want it back. Thank you again for the beacon. The beacon, of course, made it a ton easier, too. Chest. There we go. All cleaned up. Except for some dirt. That I did just notice was on my bar. Okay. So that's going to do it for tonight. Tomorrow, we're doing the ELU Spring Marathon thing for 12 hours. I'm going to be helping out with a UHC. And probably a little bit of touring around of what you guys are doing on the donor server with soccer. So I plan on doing couple things. I hope to see you guys there for that. Stop on by, social support, donate $1 or $2. It's all for charity. It's all for the kids hospital. It's hard to really deny that is a good thing. But that's gonna do. Let me go take a look and see how this is doing. How is there enough? Okay, I'm gonna say that's the zombie that I didn't remove last time. There better not be another place zombies can freaking spawn there. I have looked that thing over so many freaking times. I'm so sick of finding things wrong with it. Donate $10. You can get onto the donor server right now and start building, start helping, start having fun, start surviving, whatever you got to do. But that's gonna do it. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Yeah, so tomorrow. All bits, tips, and resubs, but you guys will survive. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have a good one. Have fun with Good. Bye-bye. Actually, have fun with Kristen. He's playing some Terraria. Bye-bye. Go see Good if you want to go that way, though, of course.